Hey guys, my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection is growing fast. So far we've built big figures of Donatello, Shredder, and Leonardo. Pretty awesome, right? And soon Raphael and Michelangelo will be joining the squad. We've also got some cool minifigure sets, including one with Karai and another featuring all 4 turtles on skateboards. But today it's time to expand the collection even more, because we're adding not 1, but 2 new sets. Let's check them out. Donatello and Master Splinter. These figures are about 3 times the size of regular Lego minifigures. The packaging looks pretty nice, and you can already see the figures inside. Now let's get them out. First, I'm unpacking Donatello. He comes fully assembled, but I'll take him apart to look at all the details.
These are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And this is Donatello, nickname Donnie.
The printing is really well done, and his shell has a nice texture. Now, let's compare him to my 2 Leonardo minifigures from other sets. You can really see the size difference. I'll lay out this Leonardo minifigure next to Donatello and take him apart too. Now we've got both a big and small turtle in pieces. But don't worry, I'll put them back together soon, along with Splinter. Now, let's open up Splinter. Just like Donatello, he's already put together, but I'll take him apart too.
The cheese phone! Truly an emergency. Moshi moshi.
His robe design is pretty detailed and the face print is solid. He definitely has that wise mentor look. And he also comes with 2 swords for some reason. That's strange. But I guess they just like adding swords everywhere, for Donatello also comes with 2 swords.
I want you to embrace the unfamiliar. Switch weapons!
So, we've got these big, unusual figures with some really unique builds. The first thing that popped into my head when I saw these large minifigures were those Skibidi Toilets. We've seen those before. Like this one, for example. Or this. Compared to a standard Lego minifigure, they're enormous. But this Ninja Turtle is even bigger. We'll get everything assembled and then compare them all. Let's start with Splinter. The head quality is pretty good. No weird misprints or rough edges. He doesn't have any moving parts, but the print and plastic feel solid. The colors are nice and clean, and his expression really captures that wise but serious Splinter vibe.
Until I decide I can trust you to watch yourselves, you will remain here, grounded!
Nothing's loose and everything moves smoothly, which is always a good sign. Now, check this out. He has these little pieces inserted into his hands. At first, I wasn't sure what they were for, but it looks like they let you attach standard Lego tools, weapons, or accessories. That's actually pretty cool. It means Splinter isn't stuck holding just one thing. He can mix and match. Let's see how they work. Yep, they come out easily, and you can slide a weapon right in there. Now, let's see how our sword attaches to this part. Looks simple enough, but wait, it's actually pretty tricky to get in. It takes a bit of effort to line it up just right. Not the smoothest connection, but hey, once it's in, it holds pretty well.
And now, we shall see if a cat always lands on its feet. No!
And just like that, Splinter is now armed with a standard Lego sword. We've seen similar ones in other sets, like the big Leonardo figure. It's the same design, which is kind of funny since the figures are completely different in size. And over here we've also got Shredder from the same collection. He came with a sword too, which attaches here on the leg. It looks pretty cool, though I think it would have been fun to see more unique weapons for each character. Especially since they all have such different fighting styles. But hey, at least Shredder has his signature claws. Those definitely make him look extra fierce.
Shredder.
Speaking of unique weapons, I do wish they switched it up a little for Splinter. Wouldn't it be awesome if he had something more fitting, like a wooden staff? Or even a book or scroll, something that really screams wise ninja master. Then again, maybe he's been taking secret sword lessons from Leonardo. Who knows? One thing I'm not a huge fan of is the holes in the back of his arms. It looks like they saved on plastic there, which is a bit of a shame. It doesn't really affect the figure's playability, but from some angles it's pretty noticeable. It would have been nice if they covered them up or designed the arms a bit differently. That aside, the figure itself is still really fun. He's big, sturdy, and definitely stands out among the others. Next up, judging by the mask color, we should have Donatello. But for some reason, we get 2 swords in the set. Donatello with swords? That doesn't really add up. He's all about his bow staff, which is included as well. Though, to be honest, the staff feels a little too short. It would have been nice if it was longer to match his actual fighting style. But hey, the extra swords are a nice bonus. Looks like every set comes with additional swords, which means we're slowly building up an entire armory here. Alright, let's assemble our Donatello. We already have this big one over here. Comparing the two, the heads are really similar. They even have the same facial expression, but this one is a bit bigger. That's actually pretty cool. I like both of them, and it's nice to see that the design stays consistent across figures. Now, let's check out the details. On the back, there's a shell, but it's not a separate piece. It's actually printed directly onto the figure. It looks fine, but it's pretty flat. However, you also get an additional shell piece that you can attach, and this one is big, round, and has actual molded details. That definitely makes Donatello look more complete and gives him that classic turtle shape. It's a nice touch, and it works very similarly to how these small-size minifigures handle their shells. And once again, we have those same weapon holder holes in the hands, just like the one Splinter has. So you can insert various weapons or accessories for extra play options.
My head.
Your head looks like Stewie had a baby with Hey Arnold.
Just stop talking, you're ruining my concentration. 3, 2,
The plastic seems decent, and the print is pretty clean. No weird smudges or faded spots. But those holes! Both Donatello and Splinter have them, and honestly, I don't like that. And look at the legs. Huge holes there, too. It really feels like they skimped on plastic in some areas. I get that it's probably to save on material, but it makes the figure look a little unfinished from certain angles. That said, overall, the figure is definitely playable. He's sturdy, and the articulation is decent. And of course, the extra swords are a big plus. In fact, they're ridiculously big. They're practically the size of the whole figure. It's kind of funny that these exact same swords also came with the huge Leonardo figure. Both Donatello and Leonardo have these holes in their shells where you can store weapons, which is actually pretty handy. What's really interesting is that even though Leonardo is at least twice the size of Donatello, his shell is only slightly bigger. Yet the swords are identical in size. You'd think they'd scale them up for the bigger figure, but nope. Same swords, same proportions. It's a bit odd, but at least it means all these weapons are interchangeable between figures. Now, for comparison, let's assemble a standard LEGO Leonardo minifigure. Just like with Donatello, there's a shell printed directly onto the back, but we can also attach a bigger, more detailed shell piece. It really adds to the look and makes him feel more complete. You know, Leonardo is always the responsible leader, keeping everyone in line. But I wonder, does he ever just lose it? Like, throw his swords down and say, "That's it, I need a break." Maybe he secretly dreams of switching places with Michelangelo for a day, just chilling and eating pizza. Now here's something interesting. These extra swords we've been getting in the sets don't actually fit inside the shell. That's a bit of a shame because it would have been really cool to store them back there, just like how Leonardo does in the show. But no worries, I have another Leonardo minifigure. Let's check, maybe his back has a different design that lets us insert the swords. And nope, unfortunately, the swords don't fit there either. That would have been a really fun feature, but these figures weren't designed with built-in weapon storage in mind. Now, let's take a look at our Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection. But before we do, just look at the massive size of these figures again. They're absolutely huge! Even compared to those Skibidi Toilet figures. And I thought those were big. If you want, you can check out all these sets I show now. I have a separate Skibidi Toilets playlist on my channel. The link will be in the description to this video. Alright, now let's take a look at our full Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles character collection. So, here's what we've rounded up so far. Shredder, looking all menacing, Donatello, the brains of the bunch, and Leonardo, our fearless leader. We're expecting 2 more figures from this collection real soon, Michelangelo and Raphael. We've also got the Karai Escape set, featuring this Leonardo, ready for action. And get this, a set of 4 turtle minifigures on skateboards, totally rad. And today our collection got a serious upgrade with these awesome new additions. Big minifigures, they're huge. Hey guys, don't forget we've got tons more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sets planned. we've got sets like these. And this one too, which is just awesome. And right now, a photo is popping up showing you what's coming in our next videos. But that's not all. I want to show you something really special. Check out these figures, they're incredible. I'll be doing a detailed review of them soon, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the new stuff. Hit that like button if you're excited, and leave any comments. I love hearing what you think. And don't forget, right here you'll see a playlist with all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sets I've already put together. And on the right, YouTube's recommendations based on what you like. See you all later. Catch you soon, Turtle fans.